Well, what we're focusing on today is a little vegetarian filling. So we have two options. One we have with mushrooms over here.
All right, so what did you do
This one's
here?
already prepped. We cooked the mushrooms down with little shallots, chives, a little salt, a little pepper, and then I folded in some Boursin cheese into it.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
So when you're doing this, obviously you've got to make sure that it's cold.
Right.
You don't want to be in a situation where it gets warm, you put it onto the dough, it proofs, and it just have a mess on it.
Okay.
And then for the other one, what we have here is sort of a nice summery vegetable
pretty.
thing.
Carrots.
It's got beautiful colors. I love this. And you can eat this too, just like this.
You've got some asparagus here, carrots, and you've got leeks.
We've got a little thyme in there,
Beautiful.
olive oil.
And this is?
It's a little goat cheese.
So you want some goat cheese in
Absolutely.
there?
If you could sprinkle that over there,
Yeah,
that'd be
okay.
perfect. And what I'll do is I'll form this one over here.
Now you're going to be baking these on convection, is that right?
Yeah, I like the heat, the way the heat transfer goes on convection real nice, because what happens is basically it browns much more evenly than if you're using just regular standard heat. But however, you can do this even
In a
with
standard oven, yeah.
Absolutely, you don't have to get the fancy equipment here.
Right, but if you're doing convection, you want to make sure that you reduce the heat by 25 degrees.
Absolutely, that's always a rule of thumb.
Okay, so am I going to just put some on here too?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
And then what I do is I just wet my fingers just a tad and just run it along that bottom edge, just get it a little sticky.
Okay.
And what I do is I fold the top over.
That's just how I
so.
do it.
Yeah.
Fold
Lot
the
of
top
common.
over. Yeah.
And then I just sort of flatten it out a little bit. And then what I do is I take my finger, and you can get that edge a little wet too, and you can just sort of crimp it over.
So you just
So I pull with
crimp.
my thumb and then fold.